Mobile phone users are being urged to think twice before signing contracts with phone operators because two-thirds of consumers are paying for things they simply don't use. The study from Macquarie University also found that nearly half of phone users suffer bill shock. That's an unexpected nasty surprise when the bill arrives. David Gray was the lead investigator on the report.
Look, the biggest area of wasted value is in telephone calls, and that's followed by text messaging, and the third one relates to the usage of data downloading. And I think the biggest issue is that they get into contracts, say 24-month contracts, 12-month contracts, and they find they're not really sure of what the value is. They might be given a contract worth $500. But often they're not sure how many calls they can make or how much data they can download in terms of their actual usage. So they know they're given a cap of, say, 1.5 gigabytes of data, but they're not actually sure how much they're using on a monthly basis, and often they might only use a third of that, or they might only use a third and maybe even less than 50% of the call allocation as well.
So what's the problem here? Are people just buying the contracts that aren't suitable for them and the phone operators aren't explaining it properly, or are people just not reading the fine print?
We find that the majority of people don't actually read the contracts. The contracts can be 5, 6, 7 pages long. They sign on the dotted line and they trust the providers in order to look after them. But I think the big message here is that the level of bill shock, or the level of unexpected call cost, is affecting nearly 7 million Australian adults, and that's equivalent to 45% of the adult population in Australia who are being charged more than they expected, and this equates to about $560 million a year.
In the meantime, though, what can consumers do?
One possible solution is that they buy their own mobile phones outright, and then they search around for the bring your own kind of plans on the marketplace, and these plans tend to be lower in cost. And there are some plans on the marketplace in which there aren't any 24-month or no 12-month cap plans. You pay on a month-by-month basis, and so you're more able to control the expenditure you have. And if you don't like a particular company, it's much easier to leave that company and switch to another.
Dr. David Gray, thank you.
You're welcome.